have Team FNATIC versus Team Salmon Catcher. That's the first time the game by Team Salmon Catcher. Pretty well done, I would say, by Team FNATIC. About three bonuses almost fully depleted. One permanent health still remaining on FNATIC hashtag Hellas. But how are you doing this morning, Dragon?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much. It's actually turned the afternoon for me, so yeah, I'd like to say good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you around the world watching. Deck is going to be co-casting along with us, but he's in the shower at the moment, so we'll give him the time and privacy, of course. Next attack is coming in though, we've got a Hunter and a Charger coming in from the left, Spitter hiding behind the arm car, Charger missing, Jockey landing on Nick in front. Spirit decided to come over behind the seat, but the arm car has been triggered.
Get ready.
This is gonna spawn a quick panic forward, and will survivors looking to try to get inside the Gnome Depot. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Gnome Depot here before the next hit is up.
Yeah, I realised that one or two times I first played this campaign with Gnome Depot. Sure, there's plenty of gnomes in there. Next attack is up though, we got a Jockey, Smoker and Hunter coming in. Smoker pulls the front and gets cleared. Hunter and Jockey still bouncing around. Hunter getting M2. Jockey landing on AUS. That's a little bit more damage on the core, but I've got to say FNATIC is still going very strong. They handled the early attack reasonably well, despite losing quite a bit of bonus. It must be said, however, that Team FNATIC are using a ringer, and usually in the rules it would mean that this match wouldn't be happening right now, but Jacob allowed for an exception, and because of that, FNATIC are taking a 50-point penalty per half a round that this stand-in is active for. So if he completes his first map, FNATIC will take a 100-point penalty at the end of this first round, and if it's for the entire campaign, the entire match, that will be minus 400 points on FNATIC's score.
Everybody in the sewer.
Yes, affirmed by clear decision by tournament admin Jacob 404. And I quite honestly would have to agree with this decision, because if you're in the top 8 of a tournament and you fail to show at your team's match, 1, you're letting your team down, 2, you're letting the viewers down, and 3, you're letting the community down. So I think your team should have to suffer as a penalty for, I guess, putting you on their team.
Whoa!
Okay, next attack is coming in. We got a Hunter coming behind, Spitter coming in as well on Rochelle.
Reloading.
The Charger is sort of hanging back, and the Smoker is saving himself for the which they do trigger. And Ellis goes to get the crowd. And as well, but Coach is in charge of the Spit, and he is the bonus. Oh, he's lost quite a lot of it already.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough round for them just to make the safe room at this point. They still have about 6, maybe 7 hits of this pace that they would have to survive, and with that kind of health, I don't think they'll survive maybe 2 or 3 more hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's still like at least 3, maybe 4 attacks at the pace the survivors going at until they reach the safe room, and I
Ellis
think
and
now
Coach both failed at the shortcut jump because they went at the same time, pushing themselves off in midair.
Boomer's coming in. Rochelle's a bit stranded there and gets in-capped by the Jockey.
And
a push.
We got a pause in
midair. There's a jockey looming over Coach's head.
Classic L4D2. I will take this time to make the announcement for this match.
Fair enough, and yeah, Artie's timed out again for the second time in this first round. So he's clearly having issues with his connection. First time he crashed was when it was during the tank. And we should actually do a rundown as well, whilst we still can during this pause. So for FNATIC, we've got Fate, Hellas, Flyaway, and their ringer, who is STFR. I don't know who that is. And who do we have for Salmon Catchers?
For Salmon Catchers, we have Artie, Guide, Mutiny, and High Cookie. Australian-based team versus a Russian-based team. Quite the interesting match, considering there's not that many Russian players in this tournament, and they are the only Australian team in this tournament. So you could safely say that they're the #1 Australian team.
Indeed, yeah, and I think the fact that this is on an LA server as well, we got pretty damn good pings in terms of the equality of it. Although the Russians are disagreeing with that, they actually are asking for a second game on Dallas afterwards. But from what I know of the Australian ping to Dallas, the Australians will have to deal with like 250 ping or more, and the Russians will have under 200. So I really disagree with that sentiment of the Russians.
Then again, no offense to any Europeans, but it's impossible to placate your desires.
No, pings have always been a tricky business, and people want absolute equality, which is fair enough, but you also have to be realistic at the same time. There isn't, like, a bunch of servers readily available to give everyone the exact same ping values at any point in the world.
That is very true. It is extremely hard to balance this game when you have teams from different countries, different continents, different locations in this world, and to have them verse on a server that's perfectly even is almost impossible.
Yeah, as much as I like the home and away system, and I still think it's a better way of doing things than having a continental-based one-server thing. The problem, the downside with home and away matches is that they create this thing. Well, we're going live, so we'll talk about that a bit later.
And a jockey manages to land.
Oh, look out!
Yeah, but he quickly got cleared off the coach as well. Rochelle was still down. They survived this attack, but I don't know. It's going to be a real struggle uphill for them to get up. So, safe from.
Does my hair look good?
Alright, upsy daisy.
The problem with
Thanks, I owe you one.
having this kind of weak first round for Team FNATIC is it's going to be an uphill battle if
Weapons over here.
Salmon catchers manages to ace this tank and make it to the safe with any sort of health bonus.
Reloading.
Yeah, that and the 50 point per half round penalty as well for having a ringer. It's this is why FNATIC really need to be on top of their A game here, because the Australians have always been in an international competition. These having to be used to higher pings pretty much in every match they play. So they've got a fair bit more experience with higher ping than the Russians, I would say. And the attack coming in, Hunter getting shot down, so does a charger. FNATIC again surviving another attack. But the pace they're going, it's giving extra attack opportunities for Salmon catchers. I think it's only a matter of time before they fall. If they do manage to make the save from her, that would be quite an achievement considering the amount of health they've had since when they dropped down that drop before the tunnel with a win.
Reloading here.
Absolutely, but I think this next hit might call it for this first half for Team FNATIC. If Team Salmon catchers plays it right, Flyaway is just 1 HP. Literally anything could knock him down. There we go, got a smoke in the back, jockey rolling in with the Hunter. Hunter runs away, jumping around. Hunter gets an L and hit is shut down. Boomer are gonna get a single move on to down Rochelle with 2, 3 survivors up. And all 3 of them clearing the combat instead of and there we go, he's
Reloading.
Yeah, what's also interesting is that Rochelle is actually the only one who's been down so far, but she's been down twice, so she's black and white. The others, though, haven't been down once.
Reload!
This is very, very impressive, I would say, by Team FNATIC. Able to limp their way to the safe room. They have about 2 or 3 more hits left.
Jockey.
There's jockeys trying to go the M2 away, though. Nick got himself a 1 HP. Fate has still got a decent amount of temp HP. Hellas himself is going to be limping soon. Oh, charges, punches Nick.
Rochelle.
Pumps the wall next to Rochelle.
I can't do this on my own.
Rochelle with the flare on the other side, able to kill off that charger. She doesn't want to go about.
Rochelle, yeah, she needs to hurry. She needs to make it to the safe room.
Literally 1 Hunter scratch from getting killed. If she could make it, it's gonna be a miracle. She just needs to get in there. If she gets in there, close that door. Oh, but at the price of her
smoking on. Smith there lands on Coke.
Uh-oh, the jockey.
Reloading.
I think Nick needs to make it safe room. He can't really do anything more. And the smoke is dead, but the jockey's gonna be coming around. Jockey took too long though. Maybe he was still recharging his pounce, but
they really made it. They
as a charger,
really made it.
They do make it.
That's like Fate's name. It's impressive.
They will take a 50-point penalty though at the end of this. The Russians saying easy, easy. In team chat. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they made the save from it all, considering the help they had after the attack and after the drop, is pretty good. And they're playing well despite the ping disadvantage. So, yeah, well, they haven't got a disadvantage towards the other team, but still playing Survivor with 200 ping roundabout is still a bit of a challenge to contend with, especially if you're not experienced enough with it.
Most definitely, but they set the standard for the first round. If Team Salmon Catcher gets wiped right here, right now, it's gonna be an uphill battle for Team Salmon Catchers.
Indeed, yeah, and I'm actually interested to see how this attack will go, because I've seen bits of FNATIC's play during the tournament, but I haven't watched them in great detail. The way they played Survivor was great, because it was 3 shotguns, 1 SMG from what I saw, and they handled the attack reasonably well. But now we're going live in the second round, and the first attack, as before in the first half of the round, is going to be a boomer which gets popped. I try going up from the roof. Smoker, Jockey charge. Yeah. Jockey on Ellis in the back, charging this Smoker pulled Coach briefly, but that's an attack dealt with, and very nice resolute shutdown from Salmon Catchers, only taking 12 damage. I think that's a better defense than what FNATIC did in their first defense of Survivors.
And Team Salmon Catchers opting to raid the kitchen for the melee is a very good strategy in this map, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if a tank decides to throw a rock, that's like the best time for them to gang up in melees. A boomer coming in, getting popped again. Salmon Catchers being so responsive. Yeah, being very responsive and cautious as well to boomers, but popping them and making sure they don't land a boom.
Not looking to make any sort of mistakes at all. Just taking their time, baiting their hits, playing it very, very intelligently.
Yeah, well, they know that when playing with higher pings, you can't really do the exact same balls out approach as being super aggressive all the time and expect it to work. Their pings are more slow about it. Maybe take a damage bounce to the hunter, spit landing on Nick, and Coach getting Charging getting a scratch, but I don't think he was at the time to pounce with the latency. Charge with the latency.
Now we have the tank in the hands of Fate from Team FNATIC, and unfortunately we do not have any more, so it'll be just us talking.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was a forum for FNATIC, it would be all in Russian anyway, so very few people would understand. But yeah, he's charging. He's keeping his ground at the bottom. Nick's trying to score a bit of chip from the SMG. The tank is coming in though. They do have a Smoker Hunter and Jockey, so with a tri-cap, no boom. He's taking over. They drop down. The tank is looking to it. He manages to get a punch on Rochelle. There's a Hunter and Smoker looming about on top. Smoker and Hunter land, double cap, but it gets clear. The Smoker gets clear. The Hunter's still going on Coach. The tank is not being able to close up on the survivors. Jockey and he got the punch on Ellis, but the Jockey went as well and got shot down anyway. And well, that's a very nice spread of damage on Salmon Catchers. So round about 30 to 40 HP remaining each, but they've still got all their pills. They don't need to chug them just yet, but I think that was pretty much an even result for both teams. It was a great result for both teams.
Reloading.
It was a very well handled by Salmon Catcher. Not exactly what Team FNATIC would want going into this second half of the first round.
But this this Charger up front and the Smoker as well with so much separation. And now High Cookie has been in-capped. Wow.
That hit definitely added to that tank. Made it almost worth it.
Yeah. Well, this is what I mean. This is why I said it was a great result, because even though, yes, Salmon Catchers didn't get any in-caps, they've lost so much permanent HP that 1 or 2 more attacks would then put them in a really difficult situation for making the rest of the map.
Absolutely.
Grab your shotgun.
We've got next attack up, we've got a Smoker Boomer, Jockey, and so it was 2-2 in the game, but then Boomer tries going in, gets popped, Smoker lands on Nick, Jockey lands on Rochelle, tiny bits of damage on the board. Mutiny and God both have to chug their pills. Artie's still keeping his. So far they are on course to obviously better the score of FNATIC managed at the end of this first map, but still quite a bit of a way to go, and if they're made to run slower, there's going to be even more attacks for FNATIC to come up.
Watch out!
And Team Salmon is actually taking the little box.
Reload!
Reloading!
Yeah.
Actually, my team scrimmed out earlier today, and we did that. I don't know if they copied that from us, or maybe they did, maybe they didn't. And Team Salmon Catchers actually did a really nice strat here during the scrim. I wonder if they'll see to opt to use it right now.
Hey, look out!
And yes, Artie, we see Artie where he's standing.
Yeah. Oh, he did a slide down, which worked. He didn't take any damage from that. They triggered the witch though, and then Shark's coming in, charging misses. There is a double cap going on.
Stop shooting me!
Where is this switch going? And they do shut it down, so they do get the bonus points from that. They handle the attack reasonably well. 3 of them still carrying on to permanent health.
They're
no pills, but
looking pretty good, going to the about 60% towards safe from right about now. Looks really promising at the moment.
Indeed, yeah. It's, and if they can keep up this pace, and there's a spare set of pills on the park bench there, they can do it. They can take the first round lead. It's really a case of how they keep their composure with the survivor performance. They're doing really well. Puma gets bobbed, Hunter gets shut down. Probably was stuck on that Viper.
And Nick juking the jockey, sidestepping him. Jockey just jumps to the previous area.
Yeah, Artie's got the pills and he takes them. He wants full running speed immediately and can't really blame them because they're getting closer to the safe room, but they still have about 2 or 3 more attacks to do.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Got a smoker charge, a bit spoomer and a spitter, so it's a 2-2. There's a potential for separation with the boomer and the smoker and charger if they go from opposite ends like they did with the tank after the tank. Let's see what they're setting up. The SI are trying to find good spots to go from, and they're struggling a bit, possibly biding their time until the survivors approaches an area which they feel more comfortable attacking in. The smoker pulls Rochelle at the back. Oh, Charger no, freed Rochelle, and the spit spread wasn't enough.
The pull actually saving Rochelle's life. The Charger charged a little bit more to the right. It would have took Rochelle, and it may have been a pretty effective charge spit. But unfortunately, that pull just happened to be there.
Yeah, and the thing about this as well is that the Salmon Catchers have been going well enough to the point where they haven't been slowed down too much by the attacks or their lack of health. So this is really the last attack for FNATIC to do something, unless it can get 2 in-caps out of this somehow. That might get them enough time to do another attack before they get to the safe room door. But they got to pick their time now, and they got to choose it. They got to choose it wisely. See the best opportunity they can get. Boomer gets popped again. Salmon Catchers really are on point with the boomer pops in this round.
And I always say Boomer is 55% of this game. If you can get the Boomer pops consistently, the rest of the support pretty much has nothing to work with. Especially since they're going this slow, clearing out every single comment. There's really nothing they can do.
Oh, that charge almost landed, but the jockey and
a beautiful two-cap. That's gonna deplete most of their bonus. And
the high cookie accidentally in-capped Rochelle, who still had a tiny bit of permanent health on her. Smoker pulls a Nick, but he managed to M2 himself away from it and clear. That's going to be safe from Salmon Catchers.
Actually, a pretty great last hit by Team FNATIC, taking down their health bonus by about 100, I would say. They could have walked into this easily with 700, maybe 750, but last hit managed to nice final cap by Team FNATIC.
Yeah, and now as well, have to consider the fact that there's a 50-point penalty, a 100-point penalty for Team FNATIC, just for using a ringer in the first map. So really the difference is almost 200 points. It's actually 192 points difference to be exact. And we're now heading into map 2, which really is the endurance map of this Urban Flight custom campaign. And I've actually seen FNATIC make the safe room with humongous bonus in this particular map in an earlier tournament game. So, you know, they're not strangers to this and they're not strangers in how to perform well and succeed in this particular lengthening map. But they are on the back foot in terms of points and momentum, and they really need to reclaim it now, because if they don't, it's going to be harder to do it as the match progresses further and further.
Absolutely, and right now these are two of the top 8 teams in the tournament, so they're no strangers to high pressure situations, and also it's a 4 map based campaign, so it's gonna be very crucial that they make a large amount of surplus points to deal with the deficit points that they have going into the first round, not to mention that the minus 50 points per half, so it's gonna just add more to their deficit.
Yeah, indeed, and it'll also be dependent a lot on where the tank spawns. If it spawns at a point where it's difficult for the survivors to make it past, and that's going to put more pressure on FNATIC. It almost looked like he got skeeted through the wall, but wow, high cookie there, getting some serious shoddy on that hunter. The jockey's still looming around the front, Splitter getting destroyed as well.
And the electrical box on the wall is actually
Reloading.
if you scratch it with special effects, you could or shoot it as a survivor, you could shut the lights on in that room. Surprised that they didn't opt for that.
Yeah, I think some teams are actually fairly aware of that though, so they probably decided to do the opposite. I think these trains might have been expecting the scratch of the electrical box more, and so the Russians decided to do an early attack straight up a safe from door, but it didn't work for them. They got 0 damage from it. And now the next attack is up with them inside the suburban building. They're looking for a charger to go from outside. Actually, the charger's going into the building opposite. He's actually positioning himself along that balcony. They're looking to do an attack from around the corner, but he decides to go against it at the last second.
There is a potential for a depth charge in this crossing if the smoker could set him up, and if you could take that with the charge. We're not sure if they're going to opt to do that.
Oh, Smoker went a bit too early and Coach was wise to it.
Charger and Smoker are panicking right now.
Reloading.
Uh-oh, can he get the charge?
No, he couldn't.
That was a setup, that's what he needed. And unfortunately he wasn't able to capitalize.
Yeah, I've actually seen a charge work there, and I don't think that it's an actual death charge, because they just fly down, they get in-capped, but you can actually go back down to that area and rescue them. I've actually seen that once in a urban flight park I played.
So it's not a death, but it's still an in cap, and it's a great reset. But
oh, it definitely is it's a fantastic reset, yeah.
But tank is up now in the hands of Flyaway. FNATIC. We have an impromptu take going in, and a good amount of damage. Actually, probably the best damage. And they're going to need a lot more of that if they want to have any chance of taking down Team Salmon catching bonus. And they are planning to fight it on the rooftop by this,
yeah, they are.
I think it's like heater, gas tank area. It's a phenomenal place to fight this. And the tank is pushing into car!
Oh, he gets Rochelle!
He gets the car, Rochelle!
Oh my god, Flyaway!
Amazing! And if support has to delay till the tank can get in! Can the tank get in? Tank is trying to climb! Oh my gosh, the tank! Tank! Will he do it?
Kill the tank!
They know where he is, so they've dealt with the support. The tank's going in on his own. He wants to do with this car, but I don't think it's the right terrain for the car to be used. And they got Nick back up, sorry, they got Rochelle back up already. This tank is in trouble, this is going to be a wasted tank. But they do get a jockey, they do get a double boom. Tank needs to fail. Oh, he's going to be dead. No, he's not, yeah, he's dead.
Wow, what a tank by Flyaway for Team FNATIC, getting that car, which able to wrap around the fence and just poke Rochelle straight down, even though she hugged the fence. It was insane.
It looked as though Rochelle knew the car was there and saw it coming, but just made the wrong move initially on how to dodge it. She thought she was going to dodge it, but ended up actually moving backwards into its trajectory even more. She would have actually been better hugging the far corner and staying there, and she would have avoided the car.
It's like It's like
Hunter
she,
jumps. Oh,
it's like she tried to dodge the car, but the car ended up dodging her. Get it? Dodge cars.
yeah, I get it.
Get it?
Next, so they managed to survive that attack. Going around this apartment building again. Doesn't look like the SI will have the spawns up for this choke that they wanted to try the first time. But Salmon just really did profit from that immensely. Smoker trying from underneath, but tongue was too late. But yeah, I mean, they only suffered one in-cap out of that. I mean, it destroyed the tank. Coach is getting pulled from an interesting position. They are making an attack inside this office building here, but I don't know, FNATIC's SI play isn't really hooking up. The tank got a great car, of course, but he went in a little bit too soon, went in out of sync with the SI and didn't get much damage as soon as he went onto that rooftop. But now their SI play isn't really gelling together after the tank.
Yeah, this is the point where your SIs need to be on point. Once tank is done, this is where you have to show what you're made of. If you don't show what you're made of right here, right now, they won't make it to that safe room with that 90 plus health that Mutiny has.
Yeah, but there was a jockey in the back, double boom. Rochelle was running through spin at one point, decided to back out of it. But yeah, I mean, Mutiny's got amazing health, but the others, they're still halfway through a lengthy endurance map, and I don't know how many pills are going to be weighing up ahead of them, so it's tricky to call how this is going to go and whether they'll actually survive or not.
Reloading!
For sure, black and white, but 83 health temp. She's gonna be bleeding out throughout the whole map. By the end of the map, she's gonna be at, if they don't find any more pills, she's gonna be at 20 temp health.
Oh, yeah, Rochelle Artie almost backlisted off that charge as well.
Nice shot.
Lucky to miss that. And they're clearing these attacks reasonably well, and Coach taking more spit damage.
This next area here is actually a potential depth charge area. I've seen a depth charge here a good few times, so it's not an impossible charge to do.
Oh, and Pez didn't even notice the Boomer that spawned right by his side. Hunter landing on Coach inside. Boomer gets popped. There's a jockey going around somewhere. Smoker trying to pull on Ellis. It all gets shut down, so again they survive, but Coach has no permanent health left, God has a small amount left, Mutiny is still rocking at 88 permanent HP.
Mutiny actually finding another set of pills, as if he needs those pills.
And now you pass him some of them.
Reloading here!
I need these.
Giving it to Ellis.
Heads up!
Y'all here?
Which is interesting because that and High Cookie could have done with them as well, seeing as he's about to go to 1 HP soon. And they got to deal with this event and cross this tower as well. Hunter lands on Nick, who is the HP. Oh, Rochelle manages to jump out of that spit. There's a witch up ahead which they haven't really planned for, and Coach gets the crown and the points with it.
Back down the stairs.
Ammo!
And now they're heading into the witch brothel. I mean, in vanilla circumstances, this full would have been a lot of full damage, but thankfully, with this custom campaign, it's been, and this tournament, it's been blocked. There's no full damage sustained. There's a jockey and a smoker waiting in these brothel rooms. And Coach gets in-capped. And Spinner clawing Rochelle's head, standing on her head and clawing her. She's taken a lot of damage and she's back with White Cookie again. High Cookie and God are both down in cats. Mutiny still has like 77 perm HP. Slowly counting down though because he's boomed and being avoided by commons.
We have to get going, come on.
Actually,
It's gonna be
set of
interesting.
on the right, they actually get to see it.
Oh, but he gets a scratch and Charger lands on the Coach, and he's down again. And they're trying to scratch the bleeding guys. They're trying to get them down. They know that if they can get them down, then Mutiny on his own won't be much in value in terms of HP, and probably won't be able to make the safe on his own either.
Mutiny showing his map knowledge, finding another set of pills for his teammates. Clearly he's been practicing and knows where all the pills are.
Reloading here!
He
Yeah.
just keeps hunting them down. It's
Yeah,
like
a high-
not a coincidence. It's just he just like snipes those pills.
Heads up!
Yeah, I took some pills. They're trying to get him though because he's black and white, but honestly, Alice is a good option too because he's 1 HP.
Reloading!
At this
Oh, he's
point,
near enough 1 HP. Yeah.
At this point, Mutiny will be phenomenal. Mutiny
Gotta
can protect
reload!
his teammates and get all 3 of them in, but if you can just get him and one, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, they used 2 SI and scratched out 1 guy with 1 HP.
Their best options for you, and that's what they're doing. Phenomenal Left 4 Dead action right here. And he gets escaped while he's
he gets, yeah.
Oh, but Mutiny's leaving him. That's executive decision by Mutiny.
Coach.
Said, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Salmon catches completely performing that VIP function so well, making sure the VIP gets in the safe room even if they have to give their lives for it.
That was excellent play. 52 free points just from one person, making it to the safe room. That's definitely worth it. Not worth the risk of High Cookie attempting to kill a smoker, a charger, dealing with a horde from a boomed down guy. It's just not in his best interest or the team's interest for him to go back and try to save everyone. It's more of a risk. High risk, high reward, but at that point, just play it safe, take what you got, and just go home. And for those of you who are just joining, this is Left 4 Dead 2 Custom Campaign Tournament number 3, hosted by Jacob404 and Rails Barlow, and this is our first quarterfinals match of this week, played by Team FNATIC and Team Salmon Catchers, Team FNATIC being from Russia and Team Salmon Catchers being from Australia, on the custom campaign map Urban Flight.
So here we go with FNATIC's round. They're going to have to deal with a 200-point deficit for using a ringer after the end of this map. And they really are on the back foot now. Salmon Catchers laying down the gauntlet, getting near enough full map distance for a very lengthy endurance map. And Salmon Catchers opting to use the electrical box, swiping it out completely. No lighting inside that beginning room. I have a hunter pre-spawned around the corner, obviously the culprit who took out all the lights. I have a charger, a jockey, and a spitter waiting as well. And now, it was all aggressive play in the first map, but now FNATIC realise they have to be cautious with these higher pings. They have to buy their time, make sure they don't make any sudden movements which result in a loss of a lot of HP.
Reloading!
Coach, realizing that there was probably a hunter that scratched down that box since he didn't hear any other spawn, so he says, screw it, let me shoot through these walls, see what I hit. He's managing to chip down his hunter.
But now they're going in with the attack, spit, and jockey landing as well, but I don't think the charge landed. I think the charge actually got railed down.
Yeah, that charge just melting right in front of Nick. Nick's forward. Gets near him and just dies.
Yes.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Yeah, so FNATIC did a reasonably good job of defending from that attack. They're actually going up the wrong way. So one or two of them unsure about how the campaign is actually going in terms of direction. But now they're going up the right way. The SI do have their attack up, which is a charger, spitter, smoker, and a hunter. And hunter lands on Ellis, spit lands. Oh, charge and smoker lands on coach. Ellis is down by a lot of HP. He's already slow.
A nice smoke charge spit by Team Salmon Catchers into more spit and dead spit. Very nice impromptu plays.
Yeah, and we can tell by High Cookie's slight bit of sarcasm that even though the SI play isn't exactly going all to plan, they're just syncing up and gelling better than FNATIC in terms of their SI play. Simple ad.
Pretty much, that's what I think it comes down to. If you're with SI, you have strong SI, almost makes up for your weak survivor play. In this case, but Hunter's going in, by himself. I don't understand why. Maybe because he's
He's going to be the tank, yeah. Oh, actually, Art is going to be the tank. So they just randomly decided to sack a hunter.
That didn't make a lot of sense to me, but...
Oh, it's because they know that FNATIC are going to do the same thing they did. So they got a boomer waiting and a charger too.
Wow, that is intelligent.
And now the Russians don't know what to do because they know they're expecting them up there.
But, oh my gosh, a tank is gonna cut them off. Wow, talk about putting them in checkmate.
But do the Russians got another plan up their sleeve though? Are they just sort of making a way into... The thing is though, that the SI are technically backwards on the map, so they can go back and get a despawn. So they can save that boomer. The boomer's not screwed, really.
Oh, tank put himself in a really bad position. He's 45% rage second pass, and he went all the way to the bottom instead of just dropping through the ramp and going inside, and he's gonna go AI.
Oh, he's gonna do AI! Just as he opens the door!
Wow, 5% rage! Oh, wow, it actually went AI.
And the charger made it! Wow, this is played so well into FNATIC's hands. They were on the receiving end of some real punishment, and they somehow turned it around to work in their favor.
I got these
Very lucky for Team FNATIC that worked out in their favor.
Indeed, yeah. They've got less health than what Salmon catchers had after their tank, but at the same token, though, there's still potential for them to make an improvement. Its question is, will they?
I saw that almost as if the tank would have cut them off into that route, but the tank seemed to decide to go from the bottom up. Not too sure why, but that just worked out for Team FNATIC. Seeing that they're working their way up in this tournament match, they needed that. This is what they need to have any chance at redemption.
As Hunter wants a DP, and all the SI are going to be coming up from the higher rooftop.
Hey, look out!
Charger waiting as well, absolutely just waiting for the right moment to make this charge and spin. Hunter and Jockey going to go in for support as well. They're going in. Oh, they're actually landing on top, and they're going to go from behind. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, they've lost so much of their bonus of FNATIC, and it's just getting worse and worse for them. They did reasonably well after that tank, and then having to contend with that choke and not negotiating it well at all. I really don't see them surviving this map now. And it's a shame because they did really well. I mean, the way they handled that tank and made it go AI was... They had no idea what was going to happen. Boomer gets popped, by the way. Hunter and Smoker looking to combine. Oh, and Hunter getting skeeted at the same time that Nick gets incapacitated.
Very nice coincidence. But I'm not sure if Team FNATIC as much made it go AI as the tank itself let it go AI.
Yeah. I think that was more of a tank's doing and just not really choosing the best option. But
yes,
at the same time though, FNATIC had no idea where the tank would actually be because of the last minute decision they had to make by not opting to go up the ladder. Boomer gets M2 but still lands a boom for a shell. Hunter and Charger landing as well.
And the fact is just look at the stack of shells.
Reloading.
Dogpiling.
Watch out!
Yeah, and they're all on 10 health now, they're all bleeding out. They've still got an event to make, they've still got the wish to take, they've still got the brothel to go through.
Reloading.
And yeah, all that considered, I don't think they're capable of reenacting the map 1 heroics they managed to make. The tank goes in, both 2 of them are down. Rose is still fighting his way through commons, but 2 of them are in cap behind him. Alice is trying to make sure the commons don't burst through the door. And he gets Nick up. But yeah, this is just literally, just grabbing peanuts for this distance point. Really, it's just, there's very little to get from this, and with the health they've got, they might not even make it past this event, might not even past the whip. Allison Spear, he goes down again.
Did Nick set it
Double
off?
cap. He didn't set it off, but Coach goes down as well now, and oh my. So
Help me out!
they've all suffered at least one in-cap, apart from Nick, who's on 2 in-caps already. 2 HP, and now 1 HP black and white. Boomer's gonna go in, gets a double boom. Oh, Nick gets killed by a common because of that. Hunter landing Ellis. Jockey on Coach. 2 of them in cap. Michelle's just standing there, looking downstairs, not knowing that her teammates have been in capped up top. And this jockey's just biding his time, waiting for his recharge, trying to scratch Coach, but now Ellis is dead. Michelle's running downstairs, she doesn't even care anymore, she doesn't want to cross that tower.
Uh-oh.
She's blocked!
That door is closed!
There was a filing cabinet blocking the door.
That is pretty common.
For the love of God, someone help!
Yeah,
Team Salmon in the lead, 1357 to Team Fanatics, 991. Minus 200 points for penalty of Ringer.
yeah, so in reality they're about 666 points behind now in total of FNATIC.
And for those of you who are just joining us, there is a 50-point penalty per ringer in this tournament match, as stated by Jacob404, the tournament admin, due to the fact that it's a tournament and there is a rule stating that no ringers or substitutes will be allowed. Only the players on your tournament team will be allowed to play in the tournament final matches. And seeing that Team Fnatic's 4th player could not come, they had to use a ringer, and 50 points per half is stated by Jacob to be deducted from Team Fnatic's final score. I think it's a firm but fair decision by Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't happening, based on the performance so far, I mean, Salmon Catchers would still be about 400 points ahead. So it's not really... The score we're seeing here and the difference isn't really indicative of all, you know, the ringer being there. I think one or two people watching, particularly if they're Russian, might feel differently, of course. But performance-wise, it's just Salmon Catchers look more grounded and more experienced with higher pings and just know how to deal with it. And there's a very early tank as well at 13%, with a Witch at 68%. So, I mean, Salmon Catchers have been handling the tanks better, I think, than FNATIC. However, if FNATIC can spring a break here and break that trend and actually get like a huge damage or even a wipe out of it, they can come back in this match.
This is exactly what they needed. Early tank, 13%. Team Fnatic needs to step their game up, bring out all the big guns, and just take down.
Oh, Smoker getting picked, Boomer getting one there, Spit and Hunter pouncing on Coach, gets a bit of damage, Boomer scratching back.
Coach actually ghosting out to the pool. He heard the Smoker there, so he ghosted out, shot him right in the face with Shotty.
Reloading!
We have a tank in the hand.
Oh, it's in a dangerous position though, and Tank doesn't know where he's going. Oh, he could have actually cut off the survivors, and the cars, well, that car is unedible. Alice is going in. That car is unedible though. Oh, Alice goes down. Tank can grab a kill out of that if he wants to. He needs to be careful that he doesn't hit this car too much though when it goes over the wall. Artie's almost down though. He's biding his time, he's throwing the rock.
And he gets a job.
Oh, he could have used the car though! He could have used the car if he did it the right way.
Just trying to get the kill on Elsa at this point, and he needs to do that.
Reloading!
And he does.
We gotta pull our
What
shit
the
together.
final
We gotta
smack.
Yeah.
Just wash
The last second, 50 health that tanked happened to smash Ellis. Survivor. Very unfortunate that they didn't get the kill tank.
It's the tank was kind of like a half win, half fail though. I mean, yes, he got the kill, which is a huge result, but they honestly could have gotten a wipe out of that. If the tank wasn't so like gung-ho with a car and just waited for the jockey to bring Rochelle into range of the car, it would have been an easy hit, easy in cap, and then they would have been able to actually go about incapacitating the other two survivors. But unfortunately, that's just kind of typical of FNATIC's performance in this game so far. They've let one or two huge opportunities slip with their SI play, and it will cost them in the long run, on top of the penalty they're already accruing with each half round that they play with a ringer.
That is true, but it's now a matter of what Team FNATIC does on their infected play. It's going to be 3 against 4, balls in their court. Now we got to see what they can do.
Yep, Spitter, Smoker, Jockey, and Hunter. No Boomer. They're going to actually opt to go through the water, which is going to slow down their progress. And they're actually walking through the water. They're actually fine with taking all the time that they like.
This is actually like sewage water, so it's extremely slow. But there's no water slowdown affected.
Oh,
they didn't know.
It's a tri-cap! It's a wipe! They got the tri-cap and it is a wipe. It's exactly what FNATIC needed.
I'm down!
fantastic. Just when they really need to up their SI performance, they do it when it matters.
This is now FNATIC's time to shine. They need to make a great round. 94 points on a round that they could potentially make 700 with a bonus.
Help!
Yeah, that.
And I think the Russians are getting a little bit too cocky.
To be expected. But I'm not sure if Team Salmon Catchers knows that water is slowdown for survivors only. There's no slowdown for infected.
As is the case with any other water flooded area in the game.
That's unfortunate. I think they still could have handled it, maybe possibly a little bit better if they just went on a hard right side. It seemed to go diagonally straight into the pit of the...
Yeah. Well, Rochelle got, I think one of them got pulled first, and then that sort of like added to the pressure of them having to deal with the Hunter and Jockey, which was smart, by the way, because they came from different angles to each other, so they spread out and thinned the awareness of the survivor team still remaining, and that's how they were able to set it up and get the tri-cap. Artie's saying living up to the stereotype, Matt Russian.
He's saying what we're all thinking. Except me, because I love Euros.
Oh, hi Cookie, for God's sake. That's bad.
Yes, why is FNATIC in spec? Okay, he's joining again. the team FNATIC just mocking what High Cookie said. Not too sure if he's mocking him or just repeating what he said, but I think that was kind of a mocking. Rochelle wants to go swimming, it looks like. Try to jump
She
on
should have got a swimsuit, but there is a Hunter waiting. Smoker going. Spit on Rochelle, but the spit actually misses.
I'm reloading.
And they only get 1 damage on the board for that attack, these Salmon Catchers. So, I don't know, based on the early start of this map, it almost seems as if the momentum's sort of reversing back a little bit. And, do they want to fight the tank in there?
What?
They are! They're gonna fight the tank in there!
What? I don't know about that. This is a pretty small room, but they do have the gas in front of them. If they were to move these oil drums to the side to slow down the tank, I think that'd be better. Because the tank actually can get above
No, he's taking the other way. He's taking the other way.
This is not gonna go well. And the tank's just standing there. Did he crash?
Reloading.
No, he's still he's moving now.
Not too sure why he didn't commit.
Look out!
The thing is though, they've still got commons trickling in. They're actually trying doors that can't be opened, so they don't know the map that well, it seems.
He could push in a hittable car down there, but
The thing is though, he's already on second pass.
I don't understand it. He's gonna
Oh
lose
god.
it. If they were to run forward now, he's gonna go AI. And that's what they look like they're doing. Uh-oh.
Oh god. The Russians have not done this well at all, and now there's an in-cap. 2 in-caps even. Oh goodness me.
Car almost hitting Coach.
Shoot it!
I think that's going to be it. Coach getting punched. He can't really rescue the survivors now. Tank's still near enough. 2.5k HP. This is it. This is over.
Help! Help!
Oh, this is a bunch.
I'm down!
Need some help!
Can't do this on my own!
And that's only 58 points. So again, they're now lost another 100 points. And with that, it's going to be a difference of 702 points. That's the lead that Salmon catchers now have going into the finale.
If this is gonna be a one-server match like it has been stated, to my knowledge, then it's almost impossible for Team FNATIC to make this comeback, realistically speaking, especially with the trend that's been shown for the last 3 maps.
Yeah. But to be honest, I don't see how the admins are going to allow another match on Dallas. I really don't, because they only have to go and test the pings to realize that it's going to be more. The ping difference will be bigger than what we're seeing here on Dallas. Yes, the Russians will have lower pings, but the Australians will actually have to deal with about near enough 250 ping. So it's not going to work out as well, and I think the Russians are playing way too much important. They're trying to make it out like a 20 average ping difference is a huge thing, when really a red ping's near enough 200 already. It's not going to make that much of a difference.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to tournament admin Jacob or Rails Barlow to make that executive decision of whether or not they get to play a second match, or if it was ruled that they would only play a single match.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, the first attack is coming up. Got a charge smoker, a splitter, and a jockey. Boomerang on 1 got popped. Jockey's spawned up but biding his time. He's going immediately. He's actually going further away because there is a witch up ahead, just outside this hangar.
Possibly second just for a spitter if they wanted to try cap spit.
They're trying to set off from distance, trying to go for the remote.
Shoot me ain't gonna help nothing.
And the smoker is biding his time as well. Jockey as well, they're coming in. Oh, Jockey misses. But the witch does get her target. She does down Ellis. And Jockey is still on Coach. Jockey takes Coach to the spit. So a down like could be a fair amount of damage on Coach.
Oh, you won.
Pretty questionable draw crown, I would say. Very long distance, giving the SI a lot of time to set up on.
Yeah, and still got the smoker up. They've now got a boomer and a spitter and a charger as well. Sorry, spitter is the Chinese caster on my head. Boomer though, completely missing. So they have a spitter and a smoker, charger, and a hunter. Charger missing again. Hunter landing a DP though on Coach, who is now yellow per HP, so he's going to be so gets Charger scores a bunch on him.
Charger jumping up and down just to get close enough to punch him, and manages to get 1 to 8 damage.
I'm reloading.
Yeah.
Reloading.
To be honest though, the Russians on map 3, they could have handled that tank so much better as survivors, but it looked like they went up for some sort of half-thought idea, and it just sort of kind of failed as it would have expected to be.
Yeah, that was definitely their chance.
Boomer!
jockey.
Oh, not again!
Stop shooting.
Hunter lands, Jockey trying to get Scratch being M2 though, and Smoker pulls Nick. Bit of damage on Nick, but yeah, now they're starting with Savant.
And
No SIR.
those of you who have not played this map or are new to it, this is a scavenge style finale where you have to pour in 8 cans into the generator in order to start the event, or start the ability to hit the switch, which will the gate that leads you to the plane that will take you freedom.
Reloading!
But as soon as you pour 8 cans in, you have to use the tank.
I got this one!
And they're pouring cars.
I got one.
They're pouring cans in now. I've got 3 cans already actually. Charge and landing, coach those.
Spit actually missed!
Spit.
How did the spit miss? There was no survivor on the can. It was just lying there flat.
That's just a facepalm moment. You cannot. That is not excusable. That is not forgivable. You missed your spit when there was no one around it. You had one job.
Oh my. It is all falling apart from the rush. Just when you thought it couldn't get any low.
Yeah, that was all-time low. And Team Salmon Catcher is actually almost up to 8 cans and still rocking a really good bonus. Uh-oh, that's a good jockey though.
There is a double cap though. Yeah.
Hey, look out!
Coach now has no bonus himself either.
I think they used the can intentionally to burn the horde, which is actually a really good plan.
But Salmon Catch is going at an impressive rate on the cans. They've already got
Just
7
2
cans,
more.
and there's an 8th one coming up the stairs now.
If they actually did 2 cans, they could use one for the tank. But there's a smoker
Yeah.
waiting to pick them.
Charger and Smoker come from behind, and Charger misses his drop.
Oh man, he overshot the stairs.
Oh my. The tank is now in play, and it is in the hands of STFR.
All types of lollygagging from Team FNATIC.
I'm just gonna call him Stiffer.
And the broken ladder catches another victim.
So Stiffer's tank is coming out of the.
I'm gonna call him
out of the
Stir
run.
Fry, you can call him Stifler.
I call him Stiffer. Stifler from America.
Yeah,
No, I
Fry.
just call him Stiffer. He's
tank
biding
is,
his time. He's
hitting
now
right
trying to
now.
make a run in. There's a jockey waiting behind, trying to get behind the survivors. A Charger on the roof, whether
Nice curve
attacking
rock
on
fight.
pull on Rochelle, but it's big cleared. Charger missing yet again.
Going a little bit early. This tank is probably not gonna be able to escape now.
And he's not focusing on bonus either, but high 50 is now back to white. He's still got 1k HP, he can still throw rocks, but missing that one.
Man, getting bonus, that's good.
Oh, didn't have enough HP to land that last punch, but I mean, yeah, it was a fast tank, and good, they got some good damage out of it. Good damage on Rochelle.
This event has proven. This finale has proven to be one of the most difficult finales to actually make it with any bonus whatsoever. So for Muni to still have his permanent health is phenomenal.
Yeah, because it's actually a bit of a hybrid finale. You have to go a certain distance before coming across the sort of mini scavenge event. Then you have to go and hit a button, and then make your way to the rescue vehicle, and camp there or defend. Is there actually another tank they have to kill?
That is the last tank of the game for Team FNATIC.
Alright, okay. So even with one tank, I actually kind of like this finale. It's not difficult, but only have one tank, because when you only have one tank, it actually places more emphasis on the SI to play well. You've got one tank, you've got one opportunity to get it right.
Gotta reload! Damn it now!
I reckon if this keeps up, I'm
And they're just making their way to the next button, just open the shutters, doors to hangar. And it looks like Salmon Catchers are actually going to make it out of this. There's one more attack, I think. Oh, I think it did some heavy full damage. And he's going to get in-capped by the Hunter. Jockey gets shut down. There is a charger waiting to give out Coach. He does get in-capped.
And this area is a super. I think High Cookie's gonna also leave the team behind, which is not the worst idea.
I think Cookie wants to get run over by the plane more likely. He's running down the runway.
I've never seen anyone get this far away from the plane. High Cookie, quite the showman. Pretty much telling FNATIC, come at me, bro.
Artie wants to pump HP. He goes
And
down.
he's gonna cut the tongue with the frying pan. Uh-oh. He's gonna. It's always a smoker TM. Can he chip him down? Nope.
High Cookie did not want the support of aviation to make his escape. He was just happy to limp down the runway.
That was pretty funny. I've never seen that.
But I think they're in a really comfortable position now. They've got a 1,000-point lead at least, with a 350 point, now a 400-point penalty at the end of this match. So they're effectively leading by about 1,400 points.
Yeah, unless they do 2 rounds or something like that, I don't see any chance of. We hear somebody saying ready and in-game chat.
Yeah, it's the Russians. A few of them are crazy enough to do such weird noises in all chat.
To be expected.
Get ready to toss that bitch. Turn off your light.
I'm a reload.
And those of you who have been watching this stream and enjoyed it, and you would like to see more competitive Left 4 Dead 2 action, just hit that follow button and you will see more competitive Left 4 Dead 2 Pro Mod on my stream and channel.
Coach was... Actually, was it Coach or was it Ellis shooting a lot of blood at that comment, but now they triggered the witch remotely. They're going to do the exact same thing. Quad boom! This is going to be hard. They're going to try and run back into the safe from charge misses, and Rochelle goes down. They're going to save her though because... Oh god, Rochelle's dead.
And in classic European fashion, we see an all-out sack at the last round because it's game over. Are you surprised, Dragon?
Well, actually, Russians doing this? No, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Reloading.
They can kind of sense that it's all over, and even though they still won that second round on Dallas, they probably thinking now that they're not going to get it. They probably lost their motivation to play it after this.
Yeah.
And that could have almost been a tri-cap. Instead it was a one-on-one cap. There was one by the smoker and then a jockey taking Coach inside the other hangar. But yeah, with 33 survivors to handle the rest of this finale, it's looking very, very grim for FNATIC.
And I believe Team FNATIC was either 7th or 6th seed in this tournament. So
Hey, look out!
they're probably either the 5th or 6th best team on the top 8. Versus Salmon Catchers, which went 5-1 in the tournament. So they're about 2nd or 3rd in the top 8. So it's kind of funny how difference between 2 and 6 or 7 can make a huge difference in skill.
I'm not actually familiar with the positionings on the seeded table for the playoffs, but yeah, I mean, if Salmon Catchers did get 5 out of 1, they'd certainly be showing it with a performance. And there's a charge landing, and all the cans are going to burn. The Hunter on fire is actually trying to set the other cans alight, but actually wasn't standing on top of them long enough to do it.
Hunter on close. I got this one.
But yeah, as an SI, if you're on fire, you can actually set other cans and canisters alight just by standing on top of them for a few seconds. Smoker pulling Nick and pulling Alice into the spit.
Nick has been killed by the fire.
Yeah.
Keep me for a bit.
And he leaves, and I don't think he said GG.
Reload.
Yeah, the moment that Rochelle died, that was all they didn't have enough bonus or distance points to make up, so it was already...
whipping through the 2 survivors before they could get charged. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is GG. the final score, Team Salmon Catchers 2,114 to Team Fanatics 1,213. It was quite the showing for both teams. Could have been either way. Team Fnatic did have a lot of opportunities to make great comebacks, but seemed to flounder when given the opportunity and put under pressure.
Yeah, and the pressure was even more so with the penalty bearing it down on them. They realized that they have to make up a 400-point deficit, which meant being super cautious and trying to, yeah.
The actual score was 700 then, if you minus from the 1,100.
Yeah, the difference that we saw in game was 901 points in favor of 900.1 points difference in favor of Salmon Catchers, but with the extra 400-point penalty added on, it's actually 1,300 points. So yeah, that's to be an example to all other teams remaining in the playoffs. Get your shit organized and get it right the first time.
That is true, and there you have it. Salmon Catchers going into the semifinals of this tournament now that they made it past the quarterfinals. And thank you guys for watching an edition of Left 4 Dead 2 Custom Campaign Tournament Streamcast final rounds with Flo and Dragon. If you guys like what you saw and you like competitive Left 4 Dead 2, you can hit the follow button on my channel and you will catch more competitive Left 4 Dead 2 streams from my channel. So thank you guys and have a great day.
Yep, thank you. Good day.